Hey crafty people! Welcome back to my channel, and in case you're new here, I'm Sarah, also known as Craft Nerd because I'm a nerd who loves to craft. I do paper crafting, card making, junk journaling, and mixed media art. Let's get crafting! Oh, welcome to my channel. It is time for the full deck challenge for 2026, week number 18. And our prompts are house, shabby chic, text, dots/spots, postage stamp, blue, and junk. And I've already put some tissue on top of the playing card, and I actually ended up doing 2 layers because I kept being too aggressive in my application and ripping it. So be careful when you apply tissue to a piece. And I am going to pull out Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous stencil THS138, which I'm pretty sure I used last week, but I kind of want to do it again this week to create some interest in the background. We're just going to do something a little different this time than we did last time. So I am going to grab the thing that I need. I've grabbed some Uncharted Mariner paint, distress paint, and I'm going to put a little on my mat, which, is it showing? Yes, it'll show, I think, over here. And I'm going to use a sponge to sponge it on through the stencil. Okay, we are gonna spritz this with a little water because until it's dry, distress paint is water reactive, kind of like with distress inks. And we are getting some wicking. Ooh, I kind of like that. All right, I am gonna leave it to do its thing, wash off my stencil, and I'll be right back. All right, so I think I'm gonna grab my heat tool and dry this. It's very wet in the middle. We're gonna be here all day. I'm gonna come in with paper towel. I think I like that now. I think we still can kind of see the circle shapes, but it's not so intense and in your face. I think we're gonna go with that. And what I've pulled out is some stamps I bought off of Etsy, and we're gonna create houses from our stamps. So I've got three stamps that we're gonna use to make houses. Actually, maybe we'll move them down some so they're not floating. I don't know. I kind of want them further up to cover up some more space. We'll think about that a little bit, but right now all they look like is a bunch of stamps, so we need to turn them into houses. And what I'm going to use for that is some scraps of book page, I think I might use this, and we'll just tone it down with a little inking to give us a ground for our houses to sit on. All right, now what I'm gonna do is kind of wing it. Put our stamp about there. And grab a pencil. And Not too worried if they're a little wonky, because yeah, that is not going to be centered in the center of our stamp. And that gives us a roof to our stamp. Do a little bit of the green for this guy. Actually, maybe we'll do a green roof on this one, so there's some contrast. Maybe we'll go purposefully wonky. Like that. Do you want to use this on here? I don't think it'll give me enough height. I do have this, which is kind of inky. And what we can do is a different shape roof this time. Kind of go. I think that might be a little too big. Let's take it down a little. Try that on for size. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. All right, let's grab a little bit of ink. Grabbing scorch timber because I have it out on my desk. And we're going to ink our roofs just to help them stand out a little bit more. Glue our roofs on. Scooch you guys over just a hair. It's gonna go there. It's gonna go there, and I'm kind of okay with the part of the roof sticking off the edge there. And then kind of want to do a smaller strip of this. A thinner strip so that it doesn't cover as much of the bottom up as like a thicker strip would, obviously. We're gonna go this way. That gives us a ground, but I definitely need to adjust the color on that. A scrap piece of paper and a brush, and I think we're gonna go tea dye. Let's start with tea dye and see how that goes. Go darker if we need to. Just kind of tie it in with the colors that we've already got going on there a little bit better, because this was way too bright for the other colors on the piece. Just want to dull it down a bit. I think that works. All right, let's glue that down because we're going to put our houses on top. Let's glue this house to that house. Trim that bit off, and they need doors, so maybe we'll use this strip to cut a few doors. need to stand out a little bit more, I'm going to go around them with pen too. Kind of want to put a window like here and maybe up there. So I'm going to grab a whole bunch and we are gonna double up because I think it'll punch better. The edges on this. Don't know if I want to use that color there. I think I want something that'll contrast a little bit more. Do I have enough room to get the green? I do. Oh, and that punched out just fine. Okay, great. All right, let's go in and some more details in pen. I think I'm gonna call this guy done. Let's do the journaling piece for the back and fill in on our prompt sheet what we did. Let's see, we did house, text, because we used book page, dots slash spots, postage stamp, and blue. Let me give you a closer look. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do all the things that lets YouTube know you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment down below. Thanks for joining me, and happy crafting.